This is one of those stories that I'm just so happy to share with you because I know it's one of those feel good, beautiful, warm, endearing stories that you're not going to see on mainstream network propaganda media, leftist media networks. You're not going to see it anywhere, really. And it revolves around the rock solid, cemented in gold proof that President Trump has an absolute heart of gold. This is an entire community coming together to help one individual on a Sunday, no less. This all happened yesterday. I'm going to share with you that story as well as a voter who went on national television who's going viral. This African American voter for dismantling the left's narrative on Trump's policies, America First agenda, as well as more specifically his immigration policy and how the left is whining and crying that it's too harsh, et cetera, et cetera. You don't want to miss this. We also have a major announcement from Nancy Pelosi. Nancy pushing up daisies, Pelosi, that is. I'm going to share that with you. But first, let's get right into this. So just in case you don't know who Scott Adams is, he is the creator of the comic strip Dilbert, as well as he's just a really highly renowned author, commentator, pundit, etc. He's got this kind of show on Rumble where he does morning coffee with Scott Adams, and I love watching it. It's fantastic, highly enlightening. He's just an overall very, very smart dude, and he's currently battling stage 4 prostate cancer, which has metastasized. And he publicly appealed to President Donald Trump on X for help accessing this FDA-approved therapy called Pluvicto after Kaiser Permanente delayed his infusion despite approval. And this was his plea on X, and it reads like this. On Monday, I will ask President Trump via X, this was yesterday, to help save my life. He offered to help me if I needed it. I need it. As many of you know, I have metastasized prostate cancer. My healthcare provider, Kaiser of Northern California, I'm actually a part of Kaiser too, so I know all the rigmarole and the red tape and the bureaucratic nightmare it is to kind of navigate, has approved my application to receive a newly FDA-approved drug called Pluvicto, but they have dropped the ball in scheduling the brief IV to administer it, and I can't seem to fix that. I am declining fast. I will ask President Trump if he can get Kaiser of Northern California to respond and schedule it for Monday. That will give me a fighting chance to stick around. So, I mean, this is life or death. He says it'll give him a fighting chance to stick around this planet a little bit longer. It's not a cure, but it does give good results to many people. And then check this out. Bobby Kennedy and Dan Scavino Jr. respond on a Sunday, no less. Bobby Kennedy says, Scott, how do I reach you? The president wants to help. This is the director of National Health, Human and Services. This is the guy, I mean, on a Sunday, Dan Scavino Jr. says, no need to wait until Monday. And he tags President Trump, Bobby Kennedy, and Dr. Oz and says they're all tracking now. Scott, Donald Trump Jr. posts this and says, going to make sure my dad sees this. We're all praying for you. Keep fighting. And then check this out. President Trump on Sunday posts this on Truth Social. He quote posts Scott Adams' X post and says on it. Here's Scott Adams with the whole story. I just think he puts it way better than I do. Check this out.
We sort of reached the end of one rope, which was I wasn't sure I was getting any health care at all. I might have been. I still don't know. But what I don't know is if they'd even started the process to get me that potentially life-saving drug that I've been trying to get. And so I wrote a message saying that on Sunday I wrote that I would be asking the president on Monday. Now that would be today. But as you know, President Trump likes to do things ahead of schedule and better than you expected and ahead of schedule. What is it? Below budget, ahead of schedule. And I don't know who he talked to first, but I feel like a lot of things went in motion at the same time. So I was contacted by Don Jr., who was literally in Africa. He's in Africa on a Sunday, and Don Jr. is calling me and saying, "Leah, I'm on this. My father wants me to, get this done." Then Bobby Kennedy calls me. Like, what can I do? What's the situation? Dr. Oz calls me. Dr. Oz, what's the situation? How can I help? Oh my God. And then you may have seen that President Trump, best president ever, he posted my message to him that was on X yesterday. It was a public message. And he just said, on it, on it. He was so on it. Oh my God, was he on it? Anyway, it turns out that nobody in senior management at Kaiser, my healthcare company, had a good weekend. They probably thought, oh, it's nice to have a Sunday off for a change. They probably work pretty hard. I imagine they work pretty hard. And then suddenly their entire Sunday is absorbed by this. Oh, I feel bad about it, but good about it because it might have saved my life.
Man, I've never known Hitler to do something that unselfish and heartwarming of you. Never known fascists or Gestapos or garbage or deplorables or authoritarians. My fellow Americans, this is a guy who works tirelessly, ceaselessly. He's traveled across, literally, he spanned the globe, ending conflict after conflict, peace, brokering peace deals, trade deals, showing and elucidating, representing American strength all over the globe. He just got done with a huge South Asia trip, ending in South Korea. He went to Japan. He went to Kuala Lumpur. He did that dance. He brokered a deal with Xi Jinping in China. Japan, everywhere. The man works tirelessly and ceaselessly. He has done more in 9 months than any of these ridiculous Republicans who all they do is talk. The Masseys, the Rand Pauls, the Jim Jordans, the Josh Hawleys. Well, I like Josh Hawley. But all of these rhinos, they don't do anything. They just talk. We're investigating. Oh, it looks like President Obama was the architect of the entire Russia collusion hoax. Looks like Jack Smith was corrupt. Looks like Letitia James committed mortgage fraud. Looks like Adam Schiff committed mortgage fraud. We're going to get to the bottom of this. Chuck Grassley. You know what? Arctic Frost, they spied on us. We know do something. Do something about it. You haven't done one thing. All they do is talk. Well, President Trump, this just proves it. Not only does he have a heart of galactic gold, but he's a man of action. He's a man in the arena. He's the greatest president since my all-time favorite greatest president before Trump, Theodore Roosevelt. He's a man of action, and he gets things done on a Sunday, no less. I'm on it, he says. And they got it done. Trump literally saved his life. Literally. And check out what greasy American psycho haircut that passes for a man, Newscomb. Check out what his wife said today about Donald Trump. It's going viral all over the place. Watch this.
And I will tell you right now, I will not raise my children to think Donald Trump is an acceptable American leader. Nor that he is what the leader of our great country should behave like. Yes. I won't raise them to think his terror enables his power and that his greed equals success. He is the exact opposite of what real strength looks like. So in our house, Gavin and I will continue to teach our kids what strength really looks like. If you see someone sitting alone at a table, you invite them to your table. If you see someone being bullied, you speak up and ask an adult for help. And you always, always tell the truth. Maybe if Donald Trump's parents had taught him any of these lessons, we wouldn't be in this mess. On the contrary, Trump is enriching his immediate family and cronies. He is stripping away our rights and our democracy. Yes. When he knows he's going to lose, he cheats. Yeah. When the game isn't rigged for him, he rigs it himself. Sometimes no is a full sentence. Trust me. That's right. But Donald Trump's never accepted no for an answer. He's a con artist, a predator, a malignant narcissist, in chief, and the worst president in our nation's history.
So Jennifer, let me get this straight. So you don't want a successful, giving, unselfish, puts his country first, has a track record of accomplishments, brokers a peace, multiple peace deals that we've never seen, historic, record-breaking trade agreements, somebody who's got a huge resume of just win after win after win, but you want your kids to turn out to be like the guy standing behind me, your so-called husband who cheated on you, who has turned California into a rotting corpse, who has created the worst budget deficit, number one in illegal crossings, number one in exodus, number one in taxes, number one in crime, who's literally turned this beautiful golden state into a septic tank. That's the model you want for your kids, somebody who tells the truth. And then she has the audacity to say, if you see somebody sitting alone, invite them to your, what kind of weird crap is that? I don't want anybody's, what if I want to be alone? What if I'm there with my family? I don't know who this creep is. You want me to go in your Los Angeles and your San Francisco? You want me to go in your cities, in your decrepitly run state, and invite weirdos that God knows were probably let out of prison or what have you over to my table? You want me to do your job? You want me to clean up your streets? You want me to be the active citizen when you defund police? You don't cooperate with federal agents who are carrying out the will of the people? What? Remember, this is the same wretch who went shopping on Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills when Los Angeles was burning to a crisp during the worst LA riots since '92. This is the same person. And the guy behind her has the audacity to smile and clap in approval. Yeah, you want to always tell the truth. Every time he breathes, he oozes slime, lies, salt, raw sewage. I mean, it just makes me crazy. How does anybody listen to these people and go, yep, you know what? They got my vote. Can you hear the people in the crowd? Who are these people in the crowd? I mean, they must be hypnotized. Okay, enough of that. I want to share this. I mean, because we've got election night coming up tomorrow. If you're watching this on the 3rd of November, I think that this voter who has gone viral deserves all the airtime possible. So this gentleman by the name of Dwayne absolutely just dropped the mic on leftists when it comes to, their claim that Trump is going too far on deportations. I have two clips. I have one clip of him talking about immigration, and then I have another clip of him talking about the shutdown. Check this one out first. It's amazing.
The difference between being kind, and to me, my faith is one thing is being nice to people from different lands, but they also have to be respectful of our laws. And everybody wants to come to the United States because we have a great economy, have a lot of opportunity, but there's a process to do that. My family has been here since at least the 1700s. There's no one that's gave us a free $1,400 debit card. No one gave us a free apartment. No one gave us anything free. We had to work for it. So there is a process. And if we respect all people, that means that the people that come here need to respect our laws. And that's all that we're saying. We allowed 20 million immigrants in here legally since 2000. How much is too much, and how much are we going to put the burden on the taxpayers? Because the money has to come from somewhere. Yeah. It's just common sense.
So Maria,
oh my God, get this guy a podcast. Man, I love this guy. Dwayne, if you're out there, please leave a comment. Please email. I want you on my show, brother. We need to get you a podcast. You are speaking my language. If you love this guy, give me a thumbs up down below and leave a comment for Dwayne. Here he is talking about the shutdown. He's just, absolutely spitting the truth. It's all just common sense. Y'all watch.
That they put in place that were temporary. The Democrats made sure that it expired at this time. This was not the Republicans. Second of all, if you want to negotiate on those subsidies, you shouldn't be holding the U.S. citizens hostage. It's just that simple. It's wrong when Republicans do it. It's wrong when Democrats do it. And the fact that the Democrats have voted over 13 times to not open up the government, if they care about food, we shouldn't be talking about emergency funds. We should be having an open government. And I think that no member of Congress should be getting
Then bring
paid
the House
during,
back into session.
y'all
but
are
it's already in the
control.
Senate.
You all
The
are in
Senate.
control.
It's already in the Senate. The Senate.
You don't get to say that the House bill automatically passes.
It's a
Sometimes
clean
the Senate,
CR that the Biden
does
era
not
spending
happen.
levels. Biden
that
levels
does
spending
not
levels.
happen.
Dwayne, I'm with you, brother, and I think the majority of Americans are with you as well. I just love it. And it seems crazy to me. It's so unbelievable that in the year of our Lord 2025, just speaking common sense makes you go viral. Just speaking things that are just practical, things that remind us of the America that we grew up in 20, 30 years ago. None of this stuff is radical. None of this stuff is supernatural. It's just basic common sense. And I could show you footage after footage. I know you've seen it, of all of these ridiculous Hippocrats, the Schumers, the Hakeem Nobody's Dream, the pushing up Daisy Pelosi's, where they all say the same thing 10, 20 years ago in every single session. Oh, well, if you want to debate these issues, you shouldn't hold Americans. They say the same thing that Dwayne's saying. You shouldn't hold Americans hostage, and you shouldn't hold a government shutdown looming over their heads. We should negotiate it, but pass this CR. They're just Hippocrats. Pure and simple. Speaking of Hippocrats, I can't wait to get your comments on that. 85-year-old Nancy pushing up Daisy's Pelosi is apparently going to retire after this current term is up. We're going to take a look at the past 10 years, over this past decade. What exactly has she accomplished aside from, making a lot of money with insider trading? Show the clip.
I want to know what the Russians have on Donald Trump. I think we have to have that investigation by the FBI into his financial, personal, and political connections to Russia. What do the Russians have on Donald Trump? Politically, financially, and personally. What does Vladimir Putin have on President Trump? Personally, politically, financially, in any way. What does he have on Donald Trump? I think it's probably financial. Either something financial he has on or something on the counter.
Yeah, there you have it. Pushing up Daisy's Pelosi, an entire career filled mostly with Trump derangement syndrome. Good riddance, Nancy. It's long overdue. You can go back to your own home in San Francisco, rake in all those millions in insider trading, and hopefully you'll give back just a little bit of that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Now, I've been getting a lot of messages, a lot of people saying, hey, Nez, who am I supposed to vote for? What's going on? I'm going to be doing a huge election special live stream, so make sure you subscribe, follow, tap that thumbs up. But honestly, the best way you can help is just vote red all the way down the line. I mean, here is the simplest solution. Just vote red all the way down the line, because and by the way, I'm not even right or left. You guys know that. If anything, I'm a constitutional centrist. Even though I voted for Trump 3 times, because Trump is not right or left. He's a political revolutionary, if you ask me. He's a trailblazer. He changed the entire political landscape. But I'm telling you right now, the best thing you can do is vote red all the way down the line, because this Democrat Party is not only deranged, not only full of failure, full of lack of care, zero accomplishments, zero vision, zero strategy, but they are headed even more radically extreme left. You see what's happening with Mamdani gaining speed. God help New York City if he gets elected mayor. It is the end of New York City, America's finest, the financial capital of the world, the greatest city in our country, New York City. It is the end, the beginning of the end, if he gets in there. So the simplest solution, the simplest thing you can do as a smart, intelligent voter who loves America is vote red all the way down the line. Don't forget to tap that thumbs up if you love America. Even if you're watching on TV right now, you can do it with your remote. It helps us out immeasurably. It only takes you 2 nanoseconds, if that. Please do that. Check out these videos coming up on the screen right here, just in case you missed them. Tap my face right here to subscribe and follow. Make sure you turn on all notifications, hit that bell notification. And as always, may God bless you, and may God bless the USA and all who defend her. I'll see you soon.